I have the distinguished honor to introduce to you our guest speaker in the person of Nana Kwaku Adjei-Yeboah. Nana is our national chairman for quite a considerable number of years, and he has been very much instrumental in the spread and the development of NPP USA. Let me give you a just brief background of Nana Kwaku Adjei-Yeboah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste much time. I'm very much humbled to invite Nana Kwaku Adjei-Yeboah.
Thank you, Dr. Prepra, for the kind introduction. Mr. Chairman, General Secretary of NPP USA, newly sworn in executives of Columbus chapter, executives of sister chapters, executives of other political parties, Nananum, members of the media, distinguished guests, fellow Ghanaians. It is my greatest pleasure and honor to thank you all for making time out from your busy and challenging schedules to grace this august occasion here this evening. Indeed, without your presence here tonight, it will not be possible to share ideas and reflect on the way forward for our dear nation, Ghana. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the flag bearer of the greatest party in Ghana, actually the greatest party in the entire continent of Africa, extends his warmest felicitations to you all. I also bring you greetings from the entire membership of NPP USA. When I took over the reins of the NPP branch in the USA, the Columbus chapter was almost non-existent. I'm therefore gratified to be here tonight to inaugurate this chapter as the 19th chapter of NPP USA. I thank Professor Nsiam Prepra and his executives for the yeoman's job done in renewing the Columbus chapter. In 2008, when we lost power, NPP USA organized a congress in Denver, Colorado, where all the stakeholders of the party converged. At this congress, we developed the theme, reflect, rebuild, recapture. As a party, we have reflected on the weaknesses that brought us defeat. We have rebuilt the largest grassroots democratic establishment in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, your party, the New Patriotic Party, is poised to recapture victory in the upcoming general elections in December. And we are doing this to continue on the sterling performance of our mandate from 2001 to 2008 in order to stop the further decline in the living standards of Ghanaians, restore hope, and continue our development in freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, our task tonight is to answer the question why the Mills Mahama administration must be voted out of office in December this year. To answer this question, we must take a critical look at what NPP did while in office and compare that to what the NDC has done in office. In other words, Ghanaians have had an opportunity to compare the performances of both parties. Even if NDC has an advantage of having been in office longer, that is 11 years. When we're talking about NDC's term in office, we have NDC 1 and NDC 2. And mind you, Professor Mills was the vice president of President Lawrence. Therefore, the entire term of 8 years of NDC plus 3 years of Mills. So we have 11 years for NDC as compared to 8 years. And also, President Mills having a singular advantage as the only president in Ghana who was a vice president before he became the president. What did Kufuor administration do in 8 years? Mr. Chairman, the New Patriotic Party inherited a GDP growth of 3.7% and under 4 billion GDP in the year 2000, when the Lawrence Mills administration handed over power to us. The NDC themselves, in a letter to the IMF in June 2009, page 17, paragraph 47, says the annual GDP growth was 1.6 percentage point, that is 5.7 against 4.1, higher over the period than during the previous 6 years, that is 1996 to 2001. Between 2000 and 2008, without oil, economic growth increased from 3.7% to 8.4%. In the process, the size of Ghana's economy increased from some $5.1 billion to $28.5 billion, a six-fold increase under NPP. Even in the face of a global economic and financial crisis in 2007 and 2008, with oil prices reaching a record high of $147 a barrel, economic growth in 2008 rose to 8.4% under NPP. That is what can be described as unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. Under Kufuor's dynamic leadership, we succeeded in moving Ghana from a hippie country to a lower middle income country in only 8 years. It is worth noting that under the NDC's Vision 2020 agenda, Ghana was supposed to achieve middle income status in 2020. But the New Patriotic Party, under the able leadership of J.A. Kufuor and his competent economic management team, this really unprecedented feat was achieved in only 8 years.
Yes. That's we will lead by example. The leaders here are going to lead by example. We have to buy the truck before we leave, because the mandate to every chapter is donate 1 truck. Collecting the envelopes in our basket, we only bought 4 tires. We couldn't a spare tire. Trust me. I know the price for those tires. Very expensive. This is not something we can even call home about. Honestly. I have the paper in my pocket. I'm not even going to tell you guys what we had. But we're going to try again. Let's envisage, driving a hoopty for quite a long time and just winning the lottery and the first car you want to buy. If you go to the car lot, what will you buy? So, I want all you gentlemen here with NPP logos and things running around the tables asking their names. But of course, make sure if you are sitting with your husbands, you ask permission. And let them write them. Tell you big amounts before we can leave this place today. We have to buy the truck. So start opening your wallets and your checkbooks and your pockets. And if you don't have it, we will collect your name and come to your house. And I don't want to mention names. We have entrepreneurs here. In fact, we have Sierra Grocery here. They are willing to sponsor us. And I'm are here. The doctors are here. Don't let them run away. Where are the doctors? Let them pay. We have too many VAs here. They are money. They will come to pay. We have Mr. Akili and the wife here. Jerry here. We need all you all to contribute. We have the bankers here. Everyone. What's them? That's their name.
If we think politics is bad, one thing I want us to know, the laws of the land are not formulated in the churches. They are formulated in Parliament, in Congress, in Senate. So if you are hoping...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sahararadio Connect. I'm your host, Mame Brago. We have this nice gentleman here. He's going to introduce himself. We are at NPP inauguration and fundraising, first one actually in Columbus, Ohio. So Nana, I'm going to go with Nana. Hopefully that's your name. Can you please give us your name?
My name is Nana Koku Ajay Yabua.
Nana Koku Ajay Yabua. I like that. Okay, Nana. So why this event? I mean, I see a lot of red, white, and blue. Yeah. Fortunately, that's kind of like U.S. colors too. Yeah. So yeah, we have something in common with Ghana then. Why are we here today?
We're here today to inaugurate the first, chapter of NPP in Columbus, Ohio. We have NPP USA branch, and I would say, that is probably the biggest branch of NPP has overseas branches. But the USA branch is by far the biggest, and probably it's one of the viable branches. We have 19 chapters throughout, the states. So in this one is the 19th chapter that we are inaugurating here today.
Oh, that's good. I hope you open a 20th one within the next month or two. That would be awesome. Okay, so if I understand correctly, NPP is, just so for our viewers out there, NPP is a political party in Ghana located in West Africa. My question is, why should people be bothered? I mean, we are here. Some people haven't been in home in a very long time. And some people don't even have the idea of going back. They don't cast ballot, so their vote is non-existent. Why should we care?
Well, to your earlier question, definitely we're going to have the 20th chapter inaugurated very soon in Delaware. And I'm going to invite you to be there.
I'll be glad to be there.
Back to the question you asked, NPP stands for New Patriotic Party, and the New Patriotic Party is a political party in Ghana, as you said. We are reaching out as a matter of part of our goals, reaching out especially to the youth, because we believe that Ghana belongs to the youth, So we want to get an empowered youth, educated youth, because any nation that doesn't take the development of the youth, seriously, is doomed, to fail eventually. Okay, so Ghana, especially with Nana Akufo-Addo, he wants the youth to play a vital role. But saying that you are staying here, you are not born in Ghana. You are a Ghanaian born here. This is a globalized world. whatever happens here affects Ghana. Okay, so you could be here and contribute effectively, towards Ghana. So it's not like boundaries. Okay, so if you are here, you cannot just distance yourself or about everything that is happening in Ghana. Those of us here, our contributions, the remittances that we send home, okay, is, if you take away gold and cocoa, our remittances is one of the largest, earnings, foreign exchange earnings that the country has. Therefore, we should also be interested in the politics and changing policies and other things. So the youth should change their mindset and believe that they are part of whatever happens, or they could impact whatever happens in Ghana.
All right. Okay. Well, I like that. So, essentially, the fact that, the mere fact that you were Ghanaian, even if you are not a Ghanaian, in this world we are all interdependent. And if I understand correctly, that means that if one of us fail, eventually we will all fail because we are all interdependent on each other. Well, I like that. I guess my next question is, we are here if somebody wants to donate, because I know that when it comes to politics, and it moves a lot through charity, because somebody has to dig deep in their pockets, people needs to give and things like that. We have people out there who are not interested in politics, but they are interested in moving forward. They are interested in good causes. They want to give. How do we do that? Do they have to be a part of the party in order to give something towards, give any money towards them or not?
I think the definition of politics, we need to have a redefinition of politics. You see, politics is day-to-day affairs of the government that affects all our lives, everybody. Okay, so you cannot just rigidly define politics. Okay, so a whole lot of things are happening in Ghana that impacts our lives or our relatives' lives, and so on and so forth. But NPP USA, in our outreach, to reach the youth and other things, we get in through social media. In fact, we've initiated, internet funding. We're setting up a program whereby, like Obama style, of donation, that people could contribute money online. $5, whatever you contribute, could also go to help Ghana. And when we're talking about politics, let's say Nana Akufo-Addo, for instance, is planning to give free education, okay, to everybody from maybe from kindergarten to high school level. Okay. So that is, whether you like politics or not, that is affecting everybody, and that's a worthy cause that people could contribute to make it. You see, so when we were growing up, education was for maybe the privileged few. Right. A lot of people in Ghana who could be brilliant scientists and other things couldn't afford to go to secondary school because their parents couldn't afford. Okay, so NPP is planning to do this. So I think it's a worthy cause for the youth to be on board.
Well, I like that. One thing that I really like, I like the fact that they inaugurated NPP or political party, especially something from Ghana here, because like the youth here, not that they are not concerned, but it's a matter of not knowing. People don't know. It's not about ignorance. It's just that you just don't know, and it's not. Some of the time our basic resource is mostly internet, Ghana web, this and that, and some of it, the information are not all that clear for us. So on behalf of Sahararadio community outreach here on Sahararadio Connect, I'm really happy that this program has come to being, because it's not only going to empower the youth, it's going to educate us, because what we don't know, now we do know, and you can never unknown what you know. So that is a really, really good thing, and I'm really glad that you had the time to spend with me. I'm going to tell my friends it, and they're going to tell their friends. I'm going to tell my uncles and my parents to come and join NPP, and let's move Ghana forward. Because there's a lot of things that is going on in Ghana, and when you look on the internet, it's so exciting and, you know, so much. And a friend of mine said that, oh, Bragana be Juma, because, you know, you at least you have your peace of mind. And that is something that money cannot buy. That's something the United States cannot give you. So thank you very, very much, Nana, for having me here today. And we're going to push NPP forward. We're going to educate. We're going to say a whole lot of it. We're going to make noise about it so that especially the youth will get involved. And in Columbus, when we really get something going, we really do. And Sahararadio, we're going to blow it up and, you know, get it out there for you. So
I can tell. And, you know, I think, you know, I consider this as a very viable opportunity to have, you know, this chance to share with you, through you, to the youth globally. Okay. In the past, maybe we've not done a good job reaching out to the youth, but now we're making concerted effort, you know, to reach the youth and to get them interested, you know, because a lot of things, most times when we're talking about politics, NPP, NDC or whatever, we are not taking the youth into consideration.
Right.
But NPP USA is making that conscious effort to reach out to the youth,
because all the new the inventions and innovation and creations are within the youth. And as anti forecast so it's something that we definitely happy, and we're going to get involved.
I'm very impressed. You know? I'm very impressed. Yeah. You know that you know that you still, you know Chi perfectly.
Yes, I do. I can read it perfectly too.
Oh, okay.
It's just been 10 years.
Okay, you're going to be my ally in our outreach to the youth.
No problem.
Yeah,
we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will be in Delaware. Hopefully we'll be in Delaware. Okay. Sahararadio Connect. All we do is we try to connect everybody here.
Okay.
But thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Okay.
At the first NPP inaugural meeting and fundraising, we've had fun here. You heard what he said. He said that we are all interdependent, and that if one of us loses, eventually we all lose. So the fact that you are not in Ghana does not mean that the politics or the welfare in Ghana does not matter to you. Because if you are not there, your relative is there. And remember, if one of us loses, eventually we all lose. It's been fun. It's Sahararadio Connect. We've had fun, and thank you very much for joining me once again. Hopefully we meet soon. Thank you.